Hello and thanks for checking out this Hunter x Hunter What If video. If you like anime what ifs, I'd recommend subscribing to my channel. I always post on Saturdays and some Wednesdays, so turn on notifications so YouTube lets you know as soon as I post. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I got a long ways to go, so let's do this together with the power of anime friendship.
I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Anyway, I won't hold up the video anymore, let's get it started. Killua watches in disbelief as Gon's aura practically explodes out of control and Meruem casually stands over Kite's freshly killed body. Gon finally speaks, telling Killua, "Get out of here while you can, I don't want to accidentally hurt you." Killua backs up as Gon's body finally transforms into an adult form more suitable to fighting Meruem. Killua knows this is bad, wondering what condition could Gon have made to gain this much power. Gon must be at the very least 10 times stronger than he was a minute ago, Killua guesses. Meruem steps face to face with Gon, saying, "This changes nothing, where's Komogi?" Killua tries settling the situation, saying, "I'll take you to her, just stop your guards from interfering." As soon as Meruem looks at Killua to accept his terms, Gon hammers a huge fist across Meruem's face, sending him flying out of the castle. Gon then turns to Killua, warning him with tears in his eyes. "You have to get everyone out of here. I'm pretty sure I'll have to destroy this place to stop him." Gon then gently picks up Kite's body and tells Killua to make sure Kite gets home. Killua tries one more time to calm him down, but Gon ignores him as he walks outside to meet Meruem. Killua then goes to warn the others that the king defeated Netero. The king Meruem shakes off the dust and gets to his feet, saying to himself, "I actually felt that one. How can this boy hit harder than Netero? Once I kill him, I'm sure the other humans will fall in line. These humans keep finding ways to surprise me." As soon as Meruem sees Gon, he dashes towards him, trying to rip off his arm the same way he did Netero. Gon's aura spikes again as he readies himself to absorb the attack. Meruem's claws dig into Gon, but as he pulls, Gon stands firm and glares at Meruem. How is he so strong, Meruem thinks, as Gon again swings his fist at the king. Meruem lets go of Gon's arm, then ducks under the blow. He's strong but nowhere near as skilled as Netero, Meruem thinks, as he raises his tail to finish off Gon. The king's tail strikes like lightning as Meruem feels it connect with Gon's stomach. But as he looks, he sees Gon gripping it in his hands, having stopped it just in time to stop any major damage. Gon yells out as he snaps the end of Meruem's tail, asking, "Do you think so little of humans that you thought I would forget what you did to Kite?" Meruem feels real pain for the first time in his short life as he scrambles back from Gon, who seems to still be gaining more and more aura. "This kid's become a monster just to stop me. I wish I could have seen him before this so I could fully appreciate how much stronger he's grown." Meruem uses his ability to anticipate his opponent's next move to dodge Gon's attacks and land some of his own, ineffective strikes. But Gon keeps pushing forward, unfazed or just uncaring of the damage his body receives. As him and the king clash back and forth at unparalleled speeds, back in the castle, Killua sees that Yuppie's injury from P2 has almost stopped him, and he is barely able to hold off the hunter's attacks. And Nav has captured Poof and trapped him in a pocket dimension by himself. The hunters all celebrate their seemingly assured victory until they see Kite's body and then ask where Gon is. Killua tells them the bad news about Netero being defeated and Gon's transformation. Knuckle instantly tries rushing to Gon, but Killua tells him not to. Gon is fighting with such pure instinct that he might kill you if you get too close. "Damn it," Knuckles says, "we can't just do nothing. If that bug killed Netero, the kid's got no chance. I don't care what ability he uses." Killua tells them that Netero's not dead, just left at the battlefield. Morel smiles, then tells Killua he's the only one that's fast enough to save Netero. "We can finish off Yuppie, and Poof will eventually starve if we leave him trapped long enough. Let us take Kite so we can give him a proper burial. You bring Netero here, and if he's alive, I'm sure he will still fight. Maybe together we can still beat the king." "What about Gon?" Killua asked. Everyone is quiet, understanding the price Gon will have to pay with such an ability. Shoot sadly tells Killua, "Hopefully you're fast enough to get back before it's too late for him." Killua wastes little time following the other hunters' plan, leaving Kite with them then using Godspeed to try and find Netero. As he leaves the castle, he can see that Gon is still fighting with all he has. Gon focuses on all he's learned from training with Bisky, the Phantom Troop, Wing, and especially Kite to keep up with Meruem's amazing battle strategy, while Meruem tries learning how to fight for the first time when he's not the far superior life form. The King Meruem thanks to his Gungi matches with Komogi, seeing every game as a practice for this fight and how he wants to have a final match with Komogi as a friend and not a rival after this. So, both men give it their all, as Meruem has finally learned enough about Gon's tendencies to gain the upper hand. Landing hit after hit on Gon, as Gon is landing less and less attacks of his own, Meruem smiles, feeling as if his win is moments away. Just as Meruem fell to me, so will you, Gon, and after that, there will truly be no one to stand against me. Gon realizes he needs to change up his strategy before he loses, so he tries a risky strategy. He stops using his nin to defend his body and focuses as much of his nin as he can on strengthening his muscles and reflexes. Gon begins recklessly wasting aura until he sees his chance and outmaneuvers Meruem. Gon uses Jon Kin in both hands and blasts Meruem with a double paper attack, sending him flying once more but not dealing enough damage to worry Meruem. Gon again charges aura in both hands as Meruem leaps from the dust of the destroyed castle grounds, laughing maniacally. Gon waits for Meruem to get close before using scissors in his left hand, creating a huge nin blade and slicing it towards Meruem. Meruem knows this blade is bad news, so he uses all his power to dodge it, barely succeeding as the blade scrapes past him. Gon then jumps towards the airborne Meruem, slamming him with a full force Jon Kin, bouncing Meruem to the ground and wiping his smile away. Meruem feels a few bones crunch as the attack lands, forcing him to clutch his ribs to catch a breath. The kid's strength is even greater than mine. I can't make any more mistakes or I might lose, Meruem thinks. Then, Gon comes flying down, trying to squash Meruem under his foot, forcing Meruem to scurry out of Gon's path. I can't let up, Gon thinks. I have him right where I want him, as he continues his assault, swinging wildly at the injured king. Meruem tries dodging, but his injuries lead to him being caught in Gon's grasp as Gon begins trying to charge another Jon Kin. He's an animal, Meruem thinks, as he sees the look of pure hatred in Gon's eyes. Meruem begins to panic, trying to think of any way to get out of Gon's vice-like grip. My tail is broken, I can't move my arms, what do I do? Meruem's mind races, until his instincts kick in and he viciously bites into Gon's arm until he hits bone. Gon's reflexes cause him to drop Meruem and lose his charge for Jon Kin. Then, Meruem chops Gon's injured arm, further damaging it as Gon tries pushing Meruem away in desperation. The king licks his lips as he can taste the amazing aura Gon has and wants more. Gon can feel his transformation is taking a toll on his body. I can't keep this such much longer, but I have to do this for Kite. I won't let Meruem win. This next attack will be my last, Gon thinks, as he forces his injured arm to again build up aura. Meruem can feel the gravity of this attack, also figuring it will be his last. I wish I had more time to understand this nin like Pitu or this child, but I will use what I know to survive this attack no matter what and win the fight. Gon's aura begins to explode as he forces every bit of aura to his fist, while Meruem concentrates on covering his body with as much aura as possible. And when he sees all of Gon's defenses down, he pounces with his claws ready to slice through Gon. Gon lets Meruem get as close as possible, then slams his fist down in between them, releasing a huge explosion and shaking the castle, as the hunters inside wonder if anyone will make it back to them. As the dust and dirt clear out, Gon sees Meruem on the ground, badly injured but not dead. Gon tries building up a finishing blow, but can't. He then falls, no longer able to support his own weight. Gon's body slowly transforms back to normal, except for the gruesome injuries from the battle, finally showing the real damage he had received. Meruem also tries to move but can't, and begins to wonder how badly he is injured. Then praises Gon for what he did and how close he came to completely defeating him. As they both lay on the ground, unable to move, they hear footsteps coming closer. The king turns his head and sees several small clones of Poof that manage to avoid being captured. Poof apologizes for not helping sooner, explaining that the fight was too powerful for him to get close to without dying. But now that it's over, he will gladly give all his remaining life force to heal the king, so he will survive. Meruem gladly accepts Poof's sacrifice, thanking him for being a good guard, and is healed enough to gain the strength to stand. He looks at Gon's broken body, commenting on how he must have offered everything he had to transform, and when it ran out, his time was up. The king, still badly injured, decides to put Gon out of his misery, naming him a worthy champion just like Netero. Then, Meruem hears a familiar voice. He turns around to see Netero sitting behind him laughing. "Surprisingly, your humanity was your downfall, King Meruem," Netero says. "You should have killed me when you had the chance." Meruem is surprised Netero found his way back to the castle, and tries to look back at Gon, who is no longer at his feet. He sees Killua running back into the castle, holding Gon's body, and finally realizes what happened. As he looks back at Netero, who activates the poor man's rose, just before the blast, Killua runs to meet the other hunters, warning them that they must get out as soon as possible. They all hide inside Nov's pocket dimension, barely avoiding the nuclear blast, leaving Yuppie and forcing Poof out of Nov's Nin ability. With all the damage they have sustained, Meruem is instantly killed by the bomb, and so is Poof and Yuppie, leading to the defeat of Meruem and his royal guards, thanks to Killua and Netero. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Next week will probably be the last part to this story, because I can't think of anything else I want to add. I'm not going to do the election arc or anything in the manga for this. But I want to be sure to thank everyone who's watched all 22 parts, or maybe only watched half of it, and subscribed and commented on every video. It really helps me out, and it really keeps me wanting to make these videos for you guys. But if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Like I said, I want to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I think I'm at 375 right now before the video starts. So yeah, like I said, with all you guys watching and all the new people who are hopefully going to watch, I'm sure we can get there. But that's enough from me. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.